Hello. I am racist. Hi, racist, I'm Dad. But really, I am racist. And that's not a joke. I am being totally 100% serious. And that is the most progressive thing I could possibly ever say. And I'll explain why. If you've been following me on my other social medias, you will know that I am in the process of doing an experiment. An experiment that probably many people feel a certain way about that may not be positive. And that is okay. All white people are racist. They always will be. The solution to being a wolf is not to try to become a sheep. It is to not eat people. And that is something that it took me a very long time to realize, 10 years ago, when confronted with the information that I am a wolf, my first instinct would be to go, no, I'm not. Look, I'm chopping my claws off. I've got this muzzle on. I've covered myself in white stuff. I'm a sheep. I'm not a wolf. I'm one of the good ones, right? And you know what? For a time, I even convinced myself of that. But I don't think I convinced anybody else. Maybe I did. Maybe I convinced the other white people, right? So, ultimately, that is what this is all about for me. I am a bad person. I realized that a long time ago. I think that too many people these days let each other off the hook too easily. I think so much art is about the artist and the audience celebrating what good people they are. Saying to the audience, look, I think the right things, you think the right things, aren't we great? That's not what I am interested in. Shut your fucking dogs up. Do you see that? I'm not a good person. I'm not interested in convincing you that I am. I'm interested in telling you that I'm not, and seeing what you do with that information. Seeing what I do with that information. And something that I've realized is, we are not defined by the thoughts we have inside of our head. We are not defined by the things we don't do. We are defined by the things we do. Every day, we wake up and we decide where we're going to put the next square on our faces. Even though the promise of where the squares may lead is wrong. We are doomed to our fate as fallible human beings. I am doomed to my fate of being a wolf. The only thing that I have a say over is where I decide to put the next square. That's why I don't, I saw a lot of people when I posted the first few of these saying, well, he must have done all of the squares in one day and he's just staggering the photos out. Absolutely not. I get up every morning and I decide to draw the squares all over again. I live with it each and every day. And that informs the decision that I make the next day. Today's day 4. I decided to put it right here, because that's what I thought would be best today. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do a week from now. Who knows? All I know is the choice that I made today. And that's all I'll ever know. So I don't want you to let me off the hook that easily. I want you to tell me that I'm racist. I want you to tell me that what I'm doing is wrong. It is! It is wrong. It is hurtful. Now what? I've hurt a lot of people in my life. And I am very sorry. But I'll do it again.